Let's talk about crypto, babe. Let's talk about Bitcoin too. Let's talk about how you should invest your money best for you. Let's talk about it.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Let's dig in. So we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin hourly chart. Let's see what's going on here. Basically, it's been going horizontal since, let's see here, right here. It went horizontal here, went up, and then went horizontal sideways here. It had previously it had a low here, higher low here, and then it had a high, a higher high, higher high. So now it went dip down, so it's doing the same pattern again. It's got a low here, and then it went to a higher low, and then hopefully we'll put in a higher low here. Well, it did put in a higher low here, and then if we can put in another higher low here, that'd be nice. Same thing here. It put in a higher high here, and then a higher high here. So hopefully we get another higher high here as we head into the mid and upper 40s. Let's draw some charts. This is trading view on using BTC USD. Frankie, that's for you. Thanks for your feedback. So I'm clicking on a line here, and I have my magnet tool on. I'm gonna draw. It looks like we look like we might have a symmetrical triangle here. So let's draw some triangles. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see it, and I'll darken the line up, make it more solid for you. Hopefully that will work there. Actually, make some changes here. I'm showing you some of how I work. So some of you have asked for that. So hopefully that will help. So we got a bottom point here, and then we cross this point, touch that point, and we're drawing the angle up. And then we're going to draw another line from up here, touching this point, touching that point, and we're going to form a symmetrical triangle somewhere around there. Let's see here. And then we want to get this line here, extend that up a little bit, make sure that we're still touching those points right there. You don't have to be exact about this. Just do your best. And so here now we have a symmetrical triangle. We have the upper resistance line, and then we have the lower support line. What this symmetrical triangle is saying is that Bitcoin is going to consolidate sideways and come to a point. And eventually, it's going to either go up or it's going to go down. If it goes up, then it's high probability that it can continue to go up. But if it drops below this support line here, then it probably go down some more. Usually what happens is it goes up, it consolidates, goes up or down, or it does the opposite, goes down, consolidate, down or up again. That's typically what it does. So we'll leave the symmetrical triangle in here, and we'll see what happens. And hang on a second. Let's drop this out. I only want that symmetrical triangle to be on the hourly chart. So I click on, let me go back so I can walk you through it. So whenever you click on a drawing and it's highlighted, blue dot here, and then the little menu pop up here. You click on the settings, the cog wheel, and you can change the visibility. I don't want it to show up in the time frame of seconds, minutes, or days, or month, or ranges. I just want it to show up in the hourly, because otherwise your chart can get very clogged or cluttered. Additionally, you can also create folders in here. For example, let's call this folder Symmetrical Triangle. And then you can move all of them in there. That way you have one folder containing all your drawings for that particular area or chart, and then you can turn them on or off by clicking on the eyeball here. See that? All right. So let's leave that there, and I don't have autosave on, so I once in a while I click that. And now let's go back to I use a 3-panel chart here. Well, this one on the far left is the right here is the weekly. This one is the daily, and this is the hourly. We just did the hourly. So let's dive in and take a look at the daily. So for a multi-panel chart, you can click on it and then go to the bottom and click on this little framing square, and it'll zoom it up for you. And in case you didn't know, on TradingView, you can double click on the inside anywhere here on a clear area, and it will maximize that viewing area and remove the indicators. So it's sometimes nice to get a clearer view. So you can click and drag to reposition. So on the daily chart, what I'm seeing here is that, yeah, we had this line that went down, and then we're starting to go out this way. So if you want, I previously had this on here, but let's redraw it. This is, let's go magnet on, drawing tool on. Let's go from here down to here. Let's click on again. Right about here. We want to run this line to run through some of these points here, because they seem like very critical points. And oftentimes you gotta just try different things and explore and see what's gonna happen. Oops, I don't know what happened to that one. Control Z, if you like sometimes make a mistake, Control Z can also help undo whatever the last action was. In this case, it didn't do anything. I don't know what happened to that guy. Let's draw from here. I'm just playing around here, seeing what's going on with this. Maybe nothing. Weird. That line just kept disappearing. That is so odd. Okay. Okay. So sometimes I like to look at channels, and this is just rough here. If the price on the daily charts here, if the price tends to move in a channel, you want to look for a breakout. So I think this one we can just move this upper channel down a little bit and avoid the wick. Just use the body of the can. Whoa. Super odd. Yeah, that's probably makes more sense. Avoided the wick and just started at the top of the candle here, and you can see there's a channel that the price is declining into. And right now the price on the daily chart is consolidating sideways, but it's also going slightly up. So what we want to look for is when it breaks through this upper resistance line of the channel, that's very bullish. So we want to look out for that. Another pattern, then you can let's create a folder for this channel. Okay. Another option you can do is look for other patterns. I'm just going to turn that off. Ooh, what happened there? Oh yeah, I want to turn this off. Another pattern that I'm seeing right here, I like to look for triangles. So if you take the bottom of this, actually let's take the bottom of this guy and draw him out this way. And here you can see another symmetrical triangle. Whoa, what's up, buddy? Come back. I'm gonna zoom in here. You just want to make sure it crosses. So here you have another symmetrical triangle. And let's extend this line up a little bit. Yeah, so on the daily chart, it's going to consolidate along this line here. And then when it hits this peak, it's going to either bounce up or bounce down. Right now, it looks like it's going to bounce up because you see that, with the exception of this one right here, this wick here, it bounced down, went up, bounced down, went up. And so it's going to consolidate. More than likely, it breaks through here on the daily chart and continue to go up, which is what our max pain price on the options is predicting. So that makes sense. So let's save this one. Let's create another folder. Symmetrical triangle. Okay, we move this line up. Cool. So that's the daily chart. Let's want to save this. Control S also saves your work on here if you want to. And let's go back to our panel. Weekly chart. Let's take a look at this guy. We probably don't need all that stuff. Let's drag him down. Click and drag. You can click and drag. Left click. And then if you click anywhere on this price line, vertical price column, you can click and drag and it will expand it, in case you didn't know. So here on the weekly chart, we also have, this is a descending triangle. So I'll show you here. What does that say? Descending triangle. We had a previous descending triangle, so we can pretty much extend that out here. Change this line here. Let's make it bigger so you can see it. On my screen it's easy to see, but on your screen it might not be, especially if you're on a smartphone. Let's go to text. Change the text to what? 24? Yeah, probably easier for you to see. And so we have, click on that line here. Come on. Sometimes it's really hard to get the anchor points because it's touching other Let me move it out here. Yeah, it's touching other drawings so that the system doesn't know which point you mean. So here, you want to touch that point right there, draw it down, get another line. What I normally do is I just like to duplicate it. Control. So click, make sure it's highlighted. Control, keep the control key down. Click, drag. You automatically get another line. And then I can just go here and just switch to here. Click here, go up to here. Make sure I touch some of those lines. And that looks like a descending triangle. On the descending triangle, it's typically it can be a bearish pattern because it's predicting that it's going to go down this way, and you have the support line down here that touched this previous candle, almost touching this one, almost touching this one, touching this one. On the top side, on the descending side, you have it touching the top of this wick here, this one, and some of these are pretty close. So it's going to consolidate into this area right here. And then if it goes below the support level, that's that's bearish because it could continue to break down. However, you have this weekly candle that's green or white on my screen. If the next one or even this one, it breaks up above, that's bullish. And also if the next weekly candle continues to be green, it'll break above this. So it might go something like this, like that. Let me show you what that looks like. Let's see, where are those patterns? I think it's in the drawing tool here. Here we go. So it'll do something like this. Let's say next one it'll go something like that, and then it'll consolidate. It could go something like that. Like that. You probably can't see that, can you? Let me make it thicker. There, that's good. Or it could go something like that, which it has been doing. Or it could go something like this. It breaks down below support, consolidate, could do something like that. So, but right now, this is indicating there's a possibility it'll probably take this path or this path. So this path probably has, like, I would say, like maybe 40%. This path probably like maybe at 30%. This path, I don't think it'll go up this high. So you may I think it'll go something like more like around below 50, around 48 or so by the end of January. Well, that's really far out in March, but you get the picture. So yeah, but I think probably 40% out found this path by the end of January. Maybe like this one, probably another. It likes to consolidate, you know. So I would say 40% here, 40% here, 20% here. If we do have a drop, it's more gonna likely be like a flash crash, and they'll bounce right back up. I don't foresee it going down like this for a sustained period of time. All right, let's take a look at the heat map and see what's going on with the heat map. This is the consolidated heat map from Bookmap. or you can check them out at bookmap.com. They have a free version and they have 2 tiered paid versions as well. So let's shrink it all the way down and do a zoom out view. Okay, so we have this is where the price line is, and you can see all the bright, deep red colors and yellow colors. Those are walls on both on top and bottom. And this one is from like 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. So I'll shrink it some more so you can see. It's been consolidating for quite some time, around 43,000. This one, it didn't go back that far. I don't know what happened there. But I'll get back to that later and figure it out. Bookmap sometimes does weird stuff. Okay, so we have right now 43. Lots of buy and sell walls, very close to the price range. We'll zoom in and check that out in a bit. But you can see what levels are below here. This is BTC USD also. All right, let's look below. Oop, that's zoom in. That's not below. So we have at 30, nothing really below 30,000. We have a wall at 30, a buy wall at 30,000, and this may or may not be a spoof wall. We don't know until the price drop down. Probably a bit of both. A spoof wall is a fake wall. They put it there to force the price to go up, and then when the price moves down, they move away or they disappear. I did a video on spoof wall. If you want to check it out, it's in my video list, and I'll list it in the description as well. We got some at 30, we got some at 36, we got some here at 34, 35, but these are smaller walls. We got 37, 38, and 39. There's some there. That's 211, 297. So that's roughly about 500 there, and then another 200 at 40,000. So rough 220. So that's roughly about just above 700 in this area alone. Okay, and above, I don't think we have much above. Yeah, looks it's pretty bluish. We got some light blue bands here. This area right here, so you got 171, 137. That's roughly 300. And up here at 70,000, you got 300, 31, 199. So that's roughly about, and some small ones up there. So that's roughly about 500 or so, 550 up here in this area. So, and you get some light blue cell walls up here. Nothing major. So let's zoom in and see what's going on in this price range. So if you want to expand it in Bookmap on the desktop application, you want to click on the price column and drag up or down. Drag up, expand, drag down to shrink. And here's the current look. Remember, this is a consolidated map, so you might get some color banding that's different on an exchange like Binance. You get more discrete colors where they're pretty consistent across, and that's usually an indication of one specific buy wall by one entity. But it may not be. But in my observation, that's the case. So let's go back to this consolidated heat map here. You can see a bunch of spoof walls here at the bottom. These are buy, and you can see they disappear when the price moves either close to it or away from it. Same thing with on top. You have some spoof walls up here for sell walls, and you have one decent one here. That's about 171 large. That's right up here, and you can see that it just kind of came in right around this time, and then it grew darker and darker red. The darker towards the red speck area, the bigger the walls. So that just came in at roughly around 2200 hour on the 15th, and we are right here right now. So really just consolidating. Moved up a little bit and then moved back down. Nothing major, no critical actions at all. So that's what's going on with Bitcoin today. I hope you enjoy the video. I'll be uploading some more videos later today, or probably more towards the nighttime. And then I'll come back with more videos the next day. Appreciate your time, and let's do the outro.
Go ahead and smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe. Go ahead and smash the like, ring my bell and hit subscribe. Go ahead and smash.